Hello, Terry here, and today we're going to play Kohana, developed by Murshom. Developed by Mushroom Malo Studio, who also developed Ada Cafe, a game of which I've played a little bit but haven't finished yet. Because at the time, that game's still in the demo version, or not in the full version, I guess. But yeah, I think the full version of Ada Cafe is already out, so I'm probably gonna check it out later, if I remember. So this Kohana is a story based on Japanese mythology, those yokai, those monster thing you usually read in manga. But, you know, unlike Chainsaw Man or, what do you call it? Jujutsu Kaisen? Yeah, I read those two a little bit. I don't really like Jujutsu Kaisen. Let's not talk about that, we are talking about this. Unlike that, this is much more traditional style yokai, yeah. I don't know how to explain it, sorry. But you just see it for yourself. Enough talk, let's play the game, shall we? Start. Well, that is beautiful. Look at that. Oh, both of them are so cute. The sound of crows cawing in the sky, in the sky as the last bit of sunlight almost vanished deep into the tall tree at my surrounding reminded me of how long I've lost in this forest. Why are you lost in the forest? I glanced at the crying girl sitting beside me. I patted her head. Oh, that's so sweet. There, stop crying, Iroha. When Komainu comes, we can finally go home. So you're the little kid that's getting lost in the forest. Congratulations. Sup? Ren, what will happen to us? I'm scared, and it's getting dark already. What if an evil yokai come in at us? I love how they bold some of the letters so we can read it easily. I don't know. Oh. If we move around our cursor there, my cursor is invincible so you can see it, but it's kind of funky if we move our cursor there. Refers to a class of supernatural entities and spirit in Japanese folklore. Folklore, yeah, not mythology. Calm down, Iroha, I will stay with you. Nothing bad will happen, I'm sure of it. That's one red flag for you. If you keep raising flags like that, something bad will bound to happen. At that time, I was freaking out as well, especially being a human in a yokai forest, but I needed to be strong for her. Sniff? Is it true? Ren will stay with Iroha? Of course! I'll stay with you forever, because that's the second red flag. Because we are friends. Friend? I nodded my head. Yes, and as Iroha's friend, I will stay with you and protect you. As I brag about the role of a friend, I saw a sparkle in Iroha's eyes. I only see crying though. Tears. She wiped the tears from her red cheeks, then pointed one of her little finger toward me. Father told me that humans do pinky promise to keep their promise. So, pinky promise? Yes. I look at her little finger and without any hesitation, I link mine with hers. Oh, that's so sweet. My brain is kind of fumbling, like I'm trying to say sweet, but at the same time I'm thinking of the word cute, so I almost say swoot or squat, something like that. I promise that I will always stay with Iroha. That's a third red flag. It happened before, right? Or promise. But what? Why did I turn out this way? I told you not to raise any flags. Komainu? Oh. I can feel my back hitting the rough asphalt road as a large shadow yokai with the shape of a fog pounces on me from the darkness. That is very loud. Not very loud, in a sense that it's too loud, I mean, like, there's a lot of thing going on. Oh, air squeezes out of my chest as the shadow presses against me. My shoulder hurts from being stabbed by its sharp claws, and right in front of my face, white knife-sharp fangs threaten to rip my neck. Is that you, Iroha? Ren? Oh, so that's Komaino. I thought Komaino is a person. Well, I didn't expect that. From behind the yokai, I can see Komaino start casting his flame. Before his flame burns my clothes as well, I get all my strength to kick the shadow and run away from it. Yeah, because this is not a fan service game. You don't want to see Ren getting naked because of the fire. Statue pairs of lion-like creatures, either guarding the entrance or the Honden, or inner shrine of many Japanese Shinto shrines. Okay, what is a Honden? A second later, the shadow let out a painful screech when Komaino flame burns it. I sit on the ground looking from a safe distance at Komaino attacking and chasing after yokai. I lay down as I try to catch my breath. My eyes sting and feel hot from the smoke of Komaino's flames. I sighed in relief when soon after Komaino managed to push back the yokai as it retreats to the darkness of the night. Nice work, Komaino! I praise the dog-shaped yokai that approaches me. I can see his expression looks unpleased. Yes. I don't know, perhaps Komaino has, those resting bee face syndrome. Are you okay, Ren? Still have your head over your shoulder? Oh, well, obviously. Haha, very funny. Come on, get up. Komaino helps me get on my feet, then circles around me and starts sniffing, looking for any potential injury. Soon after he stopped sniffing, a satisfied expression on his face when he finds out that I am safe and sound, except for scratches on my right hand and neck. I look at my surroundings, hoping there aren't any heavy damage from the fight. Luckily, only some vases broke and some plants burned, and you almost died? Sigh, we have to clean up this mess before the store opens tomorrow. Good thing you didn't burn anything to ashes this time. So this happens a lot of time, okay. Yep, except the tales of that cursed fox. Oh. My heart skips a bit when Komaino mentions the... Why is zoom in Komaino then? Fox. Ah yes. Let's get inside before someone comes and start questioning us. I will ask Azuki Arai to help me clean this mess tomorrow. Now I'm really exhausted. The bold text here is rather hard to read, rather than, the yokai one back then, because the color is just blending in with the background. A mysterious yokai who makes the sound of azuki beans being washed in river, lakes, or ponds. Sometimes they sing. Why are you telling them to clean? I walk to open the sliding door of the store, which is also my home, but I can feel Komaino doesn't follow me. He stays still on the street. Komaino, are you coming? It was them who attacked you, you know that, right? Huh? Don't pretend to be stupid. You know the foxes attacked you, Ren. What are you trying to say? I'm saying you shouldn't protect your enemy. You know I hate the foxes as much as you do, why will I protect them? Heh, if that's true, we won't be in this much trouble now. I purse my lips, not this talk again. I hastily slide open the door, but Komaino's mouth is faster than my hands. Are you by any chance? Still thinking about her. Oh. Okay. Yes. Scythe, you are. Despite knowing about her whole family and what they have done, even now she still occupies your mind. I mean, what can I say? Being a sim is something natural for Ren. I bite my lower lip and clench my fist. I'm tired, Komaino. I don't want to talk about this right now. What's the point of protecting your enemy? I can never understand humans. She's not an enemy. I snap at the way Komaino called her. I look him in the eyes, meeting his judging gaze. He's waiting for me to give him a proper answer about her. Yeah boy, don't leave her hanging. I try to stand firm in front of him and keep my composure, but I can feel my heart and my mind are in a clash right now. She's my friend, okay? Was. She and her clan tried to kill you a moment ago, or did you already forget about that? I clench my fist, but nothing comes out of my mouth. I can't think of anything to counter his statement. We look at each other in silence before Kohana sighs and raises his head to the moon in the sky. This talk is getting nowhere. I will stand guard tonight in case they attack again. Go and get some rest, Ren, and take care of your hand. You're going to need it tomorrow. And every other time. I totally needed my hand in a lot of occasions, you know. And with that, he jumps off the wall to the highest point of the store where he gets the best view of its surroundings. Oh, and I want to remind you, whenever you're lying or hiding something, you have a habit of averting your eyes. So if you want to do so, use a good trick. Okay. And then he returned to his task to guard this place. I hate it when I can counter his words. Gritting my teeth, I remember that I will have a busy day tomorrow, so I drag my heavy feet inside the store, trying to bury my anger inside. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, that is so nice. Look at that. Welcome to Kohana. May I help you? Okay. Kohana, an old confection store. I inherited from my late parents. All four of us lived here together years ago, but now it's just me and Komainu. Okay. I was born here, but Komainu has lived here even longer than me. Ever since I was little, Yokai has always visited this place to enjoy our confections. Oh my god. Such a famous store in the Yokai world, isn't it? Even though I'm a human, I have no problem seeing or having interactions with them. Some of them look scary, but once you get to know them, they're not really different from our human customers. And after all, money is money, isn't that right, Ren? And some of them, just like humans too, are pretty girls that you can just ignore. Isn't that right, Ren? Or pretty boy, or pretty person, whatever you like the best. Aha, young master, what happened to you? What's that wound? There's a lot of yokai here. I know a little bit. This is the umbrella thing. I know about that. I don't know the name. This is the cat. The Bakaneko? Is it not? And who is this? Who are you? One of our yokai's regulars points out the wound on my hand. Meanwhile, some others are busy chatting with each other while browsing our confections. Oh, this is, nothing, just a clumsy accident in the kitchen. Oh my, how many times is it now? You should be more careful. It's nothing serious, don't worry. So which one will it be to? It's this store, right? The one that they mentioned? What? I can smell that wicked fox here. Oh. Which one? That one, the half-human, half-yokai that stinks the most. They're gossiping, alright. Oh god, this particular group of yokai are regulars who somehow enjoy gossiping about what happened in the neighborhood. They're not evil, but they can be annoying on some days. Unfortunately for me, they're talking about things I don't want to hear right now. I think it's pretty evil, what they're talking about. May I take your order? Ah, young master, it's just... People say the store has a different scent this morning, and they also talk about the problematic Hanyo that always makes a scene in the neighborhood. Hanyo? A term that is being used to describe a hybrid being, half human, half yokai. Oh, that is interesting to know, the result of being born from the unlikely union of a human and a yokai. I never know that word. Interesting. I stay silent, knowing where this conversation will lead to. It's them, right? It's them, right? The ones who cursed this place and... No, 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 no! It's not the smell of hanyo, I just finished smoking some weeds. But don't say that to anyone, okay? One of the yoki sniffs my wounded hand, completely ignoring how uncomfortable that makes me. Sniff, sniff, I can smell that fox from your wound. Okay. Ah, young master, so is it true that it was the foxes who murdered your parents? Oh no. Well, that is something. Something rises up to my throat, my breath becomes heavy. This is a good way to use inverse colors. I like that. Fist clenched, I try to hold myself to not punch them and shout at them. Why not? Just do that. But it's so hard. Why should they reminded me about... Alright, you guys have been dawdling here too long. Go home. We have lots of works to do. And here's the rakugan you ordered. Now go, shoo. Rakugan. Traditional Japanese sweets prepared in many different colors and shapes, reflecting seasonal, holiday, and what? Original themes. Alright. The gossiping yokai looks annoyed, but I don't care. I don't want to waste my time for them anymore. Are you okay, Ren? Thanks, you came at the right time. By the way, I don't see Komanolo. Oh, so that's how it looks like. Don't sweat it. Alright. Oh. The last customer leaves. After closing the store, Azuki Arai helped me clean up the store while I go back to the kitchen to prepare some red beans to make a new batch of angpo. While washing the raw red beans in a big bowl of little water, I look at the calendar on the wall. October 28th, the day is close. You handled work pretty good today, Ren. Well, I got some help. It's almost the time, isn't it? Komaya's gaze also falls on the calendar. I nod. It's been 5 years and I think it is finally time for us to make a decision. My hands stop moving, my eyes are glued to the red beans under the water. What decision? Ren, don't make this hard. I promised your parents to protect your life in the store. That's why we need to do something before it gets worse. I wipe my hands with a towel nearby, unintentionally throwing a bit too hard from the anger building up inside of me. Look at me, Komainu. I'm still alive, breathing and well. We are doing fine. You are being paranoid. We are doing fine for now. These foxes are threats, Ren. They're cowards, but once they are set on something, they'll do everything in their power to get it. What would they want? Those wounds on your hand and neck are proof that they won't stop until you die. I clench my fist, frustrated that I can say anything in return. Komainu is right. The foxes constantly attack us, but their attacks are getting more frequent and desperate these days. I respect your wish to act passively to their attacks because you care about that Hanyo girl, but this won't work any longer. Oh no, Komainu. I don't know, Komainu is kinda being racist here? Is that the word? Your parents' death anniversary is coming in 2 days, and I will only stay still until then. If those foxes attack us after that, it will be the end of them. You can do that! I failed to protect your parents 5 years ago. I will not make the same mistake again. Okay. I care about you, Ren. I know very well what you have been through after the death of your parents. I don't want your efforts in reopening the store to become futile. Okay. The fire of Komainu's mane glows dangerously, as if reacting on the anger and guilt inside his heart before he turns around and leaves. Komainu's warning still ring inside my head even when I was going to sleep, and thanks to that I can put my mind to rest. I stare at the last quarter moon outside. Imagine a quarter moon inside. The autumn wind feels cold and crisp, but I needed to clear my mind. If Komainu said that he's going to end the foxes, then it will happen. I shudder at the possibility of bloodshed in my neighborhood. Fight between yokai is not uncommon and things can get pretty ugly, but... I don't know, I guess it is naive of me to think that we can get along with the foxes. Maybe because things were pretty peaceful in the past few years like back then. What exactly happens? Ah! Phew, I made it here. Oh sorry, not made it here. Phew, I made it. Here, it's done. Wow, Ren, your manju is so pretty. It looks just like your father's. The manju look like his father, or he makes a manju that looks like his father's manju? Hey, thanks. Thanks, yours is pretty too. Your manju looks so smooth and round. I had to do it numerous times, but you did it well in your first attempt. The fox-eared little girl gave me a wide grin and nodded her head. Pink tint plastered her cheeks. I looked at her and couldn't help but think that she's really cute. Father always told me to be careful around yokai, but I like to be around Iroha. Her smile always brightened up my mood after a tiring day of training. Training what? Oh, making candies, okay. But I feel that Ren's convictions are different from mine or Uncle's. I don't know, they feel warm, and I can feel Ren's kindness and passion from them. Really? But do you like it? I love it. I think Ren's convictions are the best. Oh. Then I'll work hard so I can keep making confections for you. That's a flag. I smile at those sweet memories. I think that was the first time I decided to really pursue this job, making confections so I can keep making them for Iroha. My childhood with her was really fun. Iroha frequently come to visit and we got to play around the neighborhood without any worry. She's like a little sister that I never hate. Oh. I wonder since when did the wall separating our lives exist? We used to be together whenever we went, and suddenly one day I noticed that the gleam in her eyes became dim. Eventually we just stopped talking to each other. I think the moment where you two kinda separate is the moment your parents died. I don't know, being killed by her family. I remember how those yokai talk about her, how they despise her for being a half, and how she brings trouble to the neighborhood. Well, screw them, they know not a thing about Iroha and the hardship she faced with the foxes. I believe her. I want to. I believe she's not a bad person, that she has her reasons behind her actions, and I want to hear it. And I want to hear it from her. Before everything gets worse, I have to do something. I need to talk with her. Okay. The kitchen is empty, yet I got some ingredients just enough to make a few pieces of confection. I stared at them for a moment, pondering about which confection I should make. I remember a long time ago, Iroha told me that the hokora on the street not far from the store is hers, and if I put some offerings there, she'll come to me. Hokora, a small Shinto shrine in Japan, hokora can be found at larger local shrine to worship. Okay. Kami god in the area, and by the roadside are shrines for local kami, not directly maintained by the larger Shinto shrines. Oh, alright. Silly me, I'm not even sure if this method still works, but I don't know any other ways to contact her. And if I don't talk to her now, things can go downhill very fast. If I can prevent bloodshed between Komainu and Iroha, I'll do everything. I close my eyes as I try to think about something that might be appropriate for this chance. Something that rekindle a broken relationship, that reminds Iroha of our childhood memories. A manju? Manju? Wait, what's the difference? But goddamn, those foods looks very nice though. Joyo manju, sakura mochi. Oh my god. I'll have to eat both of them. Manju? Joyo manju represents the beginning of the season. I used to make it for her whenever the season change. I hope this will convey my wish of starting a new beginning with her. It is done. A confection filled with my hope and our memories. I hope she will accept this. Oh, that is so nice. There's 2 endings in this game, I think. Or 3? How many years has it been since the last time I came to this place? Why? Why did you wait 4 years? This Hokora belongs to Iroha. It is neglected, and the rain and dark surroundings don't make the eerie atmosphere any better. People rarely walk the streets, so this Hokora almost never has any offerings. The foxes thought the state of this place is only suitable for Iroha, and that's why they gave it to her. I was angry when I first heard about it, but Iroha never complained. And now this is my first offering after many years. I wonder how Iroha will react when she comes. If it's me, I will go, what the freak, dude? You just appears now? We are like neighbors and you just appear now for after years? I put the confection I just made on the Hokora altar, clap my hand and pray, hoping she will answer my call. The blowing cold wind snaps me out from my daze. I'm not sure how long I've been waiting for Iroha while sheltering myself under the tree. Yeah, she will appear soon. It must have been past midnight now. I'm stupid for thinking she will come immediately after all these years, but I can afford to miss my chance. If the foxes are going to attack me again after my parents' death anniversary, I have to warn Iroha about Komainu. That sound. Well, at least they have standards not to attack you at your parents' death anniversary. Iroha? Ah, hello there. From the darkness, a short-haired girl emerged. Even though it's covered by a mask, I know that black hair and that small face very well. Yes. Yeah, the typical short-haired girl emerging from the darkness as usual. I ran to that figure, anxious yet excited to see my old friend after many years have passed. Iroha, I thought you wouldn't come. Why? Why what? Huh? Why did you come here with that? Wait, I kinda want to see. Thing. Alright, thing. After all these years. Her gaze shifts to the confection on the Hokora's altar. She doesn't look happy that I called her using the Hokora. Iroha, please listen. I just want to tell you that I know that you're the one who sent the yokai to attack us. Well, that's even more freaked up. Your parents dead. But I refuse to believe that. I know that you're being used by the foxes. Oh, okay, that could be a reasonable thing. But I refuse to believe that. I know that you're being used by the foxes. You're not like them. You're different. I know that. Please, Iroha, stay away from the foxes. Komainu told me that if they attack us again, he will end you for good this time. Then who will she be with? If not the foxes, then the humans, but the humans doesn't accept her too. I can never let that happen, that's why I called you here today. Iroha stays quiet. I bite my lower lips as anxiety starts to creep up. I brought you Joya Manju as an offering today. I hope that we can start over our friendship. I realize that I haven't been in good terms with you a few years back. We walk our separate ways, but you're still an important friend to me, Iroha. I won't let the foxes put you in danger anymore. Iroha looks down, the darkness of the night covering her expression. I walk a few steps closer towards her. I don't think the darkness of the night covers her expression, it's the mask. Iroha? Go home, Ren. Huh? Just go home? Ah, okay, you're taking off your mask. Very cool. Iroha pushes me away. Anger fills her face, but reflected in her black eyes, I can also see pain. It is useless, you're just wasting your time by bringing me that confection. Iroha, why? You should have bring more suitable confection, you know, like more expensive and more tastier. Just kidding. You told me to stay away from my family to start over our friendship. That's... Yeah, exactly what I said before. But it is all too late. You promised that we'll always stay together, yet you're not there when I needed you the most. Oh, hello there. My instinct tells me to take a few steps back, away from Iroha. From her feet, a black box-shaped shadow emerged. It is the shadow that attacked us the night before. So it is true that Iroha is behind this. Damn it. Meanwhile, the foxes they stayed with me. Yeah, so yeah, as I said before. Where are you when she needed you? The only one she's with is the foxes. Iroha looks threatening with a shadow looming behind her. I struggle to gulp as fear starts to grow inside me. Is it fear or attraction? I don't know, perhaps you're attracted to her because, you know, some people are attracted to dangerous girl. The foxes only use you for their own gain, Iroha. What do you know? Everything was going well with your lives. Someone like you who has everything couldn't possibly understand how I feel. Good point. But you can retort that by saying, my parents freaking died. This is where my parents died, Iroha. That's... All this time I was left alone to defend myself, and now when your life is on the line, you suddenly care for me again. You're pathetic. Oh. Do it again, please. No. Ren is not that kind of person. Iroha looks at me with resentment and bitterness I've never seen before. My place is with the foxes and I'm staying with them. Don't ever show your face again. Bye-bye. Oh, it is lagging. Just like that, the fox-shaped shadows cover her body and she disappears into the night. My fists clench, nails stabbing into the flesh. I'm left alone in the darkness with a gaping hole in my heart. I have everything she said. Iroha, you know nothing about me either. You both know nothing about each other, so it's fair. Don't be too sad. Oh, why is it bright? Oh, childhood memories, that's why it's bright. Today's monaka is really good. Monaka? Yeah, Mom's monaka is the best. Even that couldn't make one as tasty as hers. I remember that beautiful afternoon as we sit on the porch while munching some freshly made monaka. Iroha came to visit after I finished taking confection making lesson with father. How nice! Ren's mother is really kind and she can make delicious confections too. I wonder if my mother would be as kind as her if she was here. Oh, okay. Huh? What do you mean? Where did she go? Oh. My father told me that she passed away soon after I was born. Oh, I'm sorry, my condolences. It's alright, I don't really know much about her. Whenever I ask father about mother, he always looks sad, so I stopped doing that. But we have her picture at home and she's really pretty. Let me guess. Humans killed your mother. I want to see it too. Can I come to your house so I can see it? I think my family won't like it if you come to our house. They are mean to humans. My father is a human and they are mean to him too, even though he's kind to them. I don't want them to hurt you too, Ren. I'm sorry. Then I remembered when father warned me to be careful around yokai, especially around Iroha's family. We have a complicated relationship with the foxes, he said. At the time I didn't really understand what he meant. It's okay, don't worry about it. But are they mean to you too? Iroha didn't answer me right away. Her once cheerful face turned sad and sullen in an instant. I've heard my great-grandfather say that family is everything, but he also told me that my blood is tainted and I was a disgrace to the family. Freak your great-grandfather! Your blood is... tainted? What does that mean? It means her great-grandfather is a fucking racist. So I don't know. Yeah, this is the yokai world. I don't know if it can be called racism. I don't know. Oh, Iroha. But my family doesn't like me because of it. Sometimes they say mean things to me or turn into scary things to make me cry. I don't like them. Oh. Iroha's eyes welled up with tears when she talked about how her fox family treated her. I wasn't sure what to say. All I knew about family was from how my parents treated me. They scold me at times, but they are kind, reliable, and will support me when I'm in trouble. The foxes might be Iroha's family, but I knew there's something off if she cried because of them. I extended my hand to pet Iroha's head. That is pretty much all I could do to cheer her up by being there for her. Aww. I don't really understand what happened, but I know you're the nicest girl I've ever met, Iroha. Whenever you're sad, just come here. I'll cheer you up and we'll play together until you laugh again. Aww. She lifted her head and laughed after she heard my response. Wait. Nice. The ones being kind to me are only my father and everyone in Kohana. But I especially like you, Ren, because you're the kindest. Ah, Komainu is kind too, but don't tell him this. I think his face is scary. Alright. Okay, let's tell Komainu about that. Sigh, this is bad. What should I do? I look at the new batch of confections I just made. It is a disaster. Azuki and Arai will laugh at me if they see. I think making myself busy with work today will take my mind off from yesterday's event, from Ko-minus warning to Iroha, but it just doesn't work. Is there anything else I can do to stop them from hurting each other? I'm just a human in the middle of affairs between yokai. Is there actually something I can do? Make more sweets! That's what you can do. Confectionery. Iroha. Her name slips out from my mouth and guilt immediately crushes into me. I wasn't there when she needed me. I have abandoned her for 5 years. I can deny that. What a friend I was, after I promised her that I will always be by her side. Hey, it's okay, man. Things happen. I mean, your parents died. I bit my lower lip, hating myself for the anger I've kept all this time that became the source of her pain. People say that confection represents the crafter's heart, yet it felt pointless to convey my feelings to her. The confection making skill I've pursued for my whole life to make her happy now feels meaningless. Oh, okay. I reach out to the confections, intending to destroy them, but before I can do it, I hear Komainu's voice calling me. Ren. I turn my head to the kitchen door, finding Kohana is standing there with a solemn face. I don't know, that's the usual face, I guess. What is it? I need you to come with me. There's something I want to show you. Following him outside of the store, I start to feel uneasy. Oh, we are here. Oh no. This street will lead us to the Hokora. Why did he take us here? I asked him what he wanted to show me earlier, but he didn't answer. Does this has something to do with Iroha? Obviously. Not far from the Hokora, Kohana stops. A figure is lying down on the ground. That is... Iroha? I rush to Iroha, panicking as I check her condition. She is unconscious, bite and scratch wounds cover her body. Some are deep enough that blood is still dripping from them. I look at Kohana in disbelief. Did he do this? Am I too late? Before you say anything, no, this wasn't my doing. I found her already in this condition when I patrolled the area. It's you! Just kidding. I sighed in relief. If what happened to Iroha was Kohana is doing, I wouldn't know how to face him. You have realized that Thaik within Sioke are not uncommon, but looking at her wounds, I can see that whoever did this to her were merciless. Alright. Perhaps it's because of the human blood in her veins. I grit my teeth in anger, but I don't have the time to think of the reason right now. I carefully wrap my arm around her body and carry her back to the store. Where do you think you are going to take her? She's still breathing. I'm finishing it off. She's still breathing, but I have to take care of her wounds or she might not make it. You have gonna help me, Kohana. He opened his mouth to protest, shaking his head disapprovingly. I know this will happen the moment I brought you here, Ran. I warned you already that helping this Hanyo won't bring any good. Then why do you bring him here? It's better to just leave her to her fate. I won't repeat myself. I'm going to take her to the store, with or without your approval. Okay. Things have calmed down now. Azuki Arai was panicking when I brought Iroha inside the store, through the back door, and caused a little bit of ruckus. No. Kohana had to bring them outside for a while to calm them down, while I took Iroha to one of the rooms in the store to tend her wounds. I've done what I can. I might have to call a yokai healer later, but her wounds were already healing after I cleaned them, so hopefully it won't be necessary. Iroha is still unconscious though. Ren, Azuki Arai need you in the kitchen. You have to get back to your work. Kohana walks inside the room. He looks at Iroha suspiciously, but fortunately, he doesn't try to do anything that might harm her. I can't leave Iroha alone. She won't be alone. I'll look after her until she wakes up. You have responsibility to the store and its customers, therefore you should fulfill it. Scythe, I noticed that the store was busy when I came back and Azuki Arai can only help as much. I don't want to go, but... I trust you, Kohana. When she wakes up, you better not scare her. Yes, now go make some confections. Okay. Well, it's been quite a while, so I think I should end the episode right here. I guess that's all for Kohana. See you later then in the next episode. Bye bye.